studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Milton. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Strong. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving a guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. Throwing is Milton. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Milton now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. On the handoff, McLaughlin. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Broncos at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Here's McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So the opening plan, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Milton. Finds Johnston. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Milton. He's got another one to Johnston. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
To throw is Milton. He gets it to Johnston. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Strong. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second and 6. Nix from the shotgun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun is Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This one swung outside to Strong. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Milton. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Milton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Milton finding strong underneath. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Milton. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry here for the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Carry from McLaughlin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. On third and short, the fullback Burton, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They run again with a fullback Burton. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Second down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Looking to throw. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McLaughlin. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Strong. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Nix. And that's caught by Williams. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing Nix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Here's Nix.
Forced out to his left.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix.
They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
Flush to his right.
Watson making the catch. He's across midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
To kick off for the Broncos.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
To throw, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin shoves him off at the 20. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now a give, right side. McLaughlin. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They wanted it every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
A 35-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff